So we're about to start, and I can't quite believe I'm saying this, we're about to start our third year of our winter illness clinics at Shrewsbury Primary Care Network. When you're feeling poorly and you phoned your GP surgery and they go, no, we can't see you, but someone else can, you don't want to feel palmed off. And so making sure that actually we were showing them that this was a positive move, that this was something that was for their benefit, that we thought about it.
Yes.
And that the idea was that they could be seen quickly on the same day, as soon as they, within a few hours of them phoning their practice, that's the purpose behind it. So yes, we messaged everyone, didn't we, beforehand, to say we are setting up a winter illness clinic. It's going to be here. If you have any of these things over the winter, you may be offered an appointment there, so that they had that heads up.
Yes. And we use things like all our social media platforms, websites, Facebook pages, all that sort of thing, to try and get the message out there to patients, so they weren't too surprised when they were offered that appointment.
Absolutely. What's quite nice is when I hear an appointment being offered, when I'm in the practice and I hear an appointment being offered to the winter illness clinic to one of our patients, and when you hear them say, oh yes, I've heard about that, or oh yes, I've been there before, I'm very happy to go back, that suggests that work has done what we wanted it to do, which is great. That's really positive.
I remember it was the Strep A crisis back in 2022 that prompted us to start thinking about setting up a winter illness centre. That was so difficult for practices to manage that surge in demand. We decided we had to try and do something about it. Yeah.
And I think that winter, as you say, of 22-23, it was just so awful for everyone, wasn't it? For people who were poorly, for practices who were trying to see people who were poorly, we just thought we need to try and do something. So being able to provide that capacity for people to be seen quickly and effectively, I think, was just really so important to both of us, wasn't it?
Yes.
But gosh, it took a lot of planning.
Yes. Yes, there was a lot of meetings to get it all set up in the first place, and recruiting all the staff we needed as well. We had to make a big commitment quite early on to all the staff that we needed to run it.
We know that our practices love it because it gives them extra capacity, but even more importantly, the patients really seem to enjoy it as well, don't they?
Yes.
And that sounds like a really weird thing to say when you're talking about someone feeling poorly, but
I think they enjoy being seen quickly. So most of our patients are seen within 3 hours of them phoning their GP practice. They don't have a long wait when they're there. Most patients are seen within 10 minutes of their appointment time. So they really value that rapid access, and it stops them deteriorating, I think, during the day if they can be seen quicker. So potentially avoids admissions, which is another reason we set it up. When we think about our patients that probably need the service most, we're lucky enough that we've been able to locate it at Sevenfields Medical Practice, which is a really large building which has got the capacity for us to go in there and can provide access to all those patients that live in that area of Shrewsbury and probably need that service more.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's, I suppose, because it's a new building, it's got, parking's not so much of an issue, and and there are bus routes and all of those sorts of things. All the things, I guess, that we thought about when we were, kind of planning it. But yes, putting it at Sevenfields, I think, has been a really positive thing as well, both for their local population and just for the population of Shrewsbury as a whole.
Although we do make sure, so all our practices get equal access to it. Don't we? We were very careful to make sure that it was fair access for everybody. So all the practices get their fair allocation of appointments every day. And then if there's any unused ones, which isn't very often, but if there are any unused ones, then they get used up.
Yeah, it's not a free for all, is it? And equally, it's not a walk-in service. So we are making sure that it's used for conditions that our healthcare team there can see, because we need to make sure that it's sort of kind of for the right things.
It's led by a GP, isn't it? So they've got that senior clinical expertise if they need it. But the majority of the patients are seen by our experienced advanced practitioners and our paramedics. And like you said, that leaves complex patients who need that continuity of care to still be seen at their GP practice.
Yeah, and I think that's really important, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm glad we did it. I'm glad even though it was a really daunting thing to think about and plan and set up, I'm glad that we did do it.
Yeah.
And that it's, been well received, and that people, both, our population and our practices, are happy that it's continuing.
Yeah, me too.